How to create engaging social content. We've talked about creating different types of content for different platforms. But what should you keep in mind while creating this content? There are a few easy ways to get the attention of your audience without having to invest too much time or effort. Let's look at some templates that will get your brand the engagement that you're looking for. Ask a question. The simplest form of a call to action is to ask a question. Even better if you can provoke some thought through it. What do you do when you are trying to be conversational? How are you today? Is a pretty good conversation starter in real life, but that's not going to get anyone's attention on social media unless it has a really interesting context. You can even suggest an answer to nudge them towards your brand if you are not a well-established name in the industry. What you need to do essentially is to get people thinking about your product or service. Humanizing your content. Billions of users are on any given social media platform every month. This has turned social media into a great place to share human interest stories. People are always looking for positive, uplifting stories. When it comes to sharing stories about your product or service, going with human interest hardly ever fails. It's a good story, and one that everyone wants to hear. Tell them stories about your team members and what they consider to be a win. Usually, this is built around making a customer happy. Also, use the moment to tell them how your product or service bridges the gap between the other existing products and the problems customers are having with said products. Monitor audience behavior. Then it's time to keep an eye out for the responses. This is not just to understand the impact of your existing posts, but also to learn what works so that you can plan your future strategy. This, of course, is more applicable to brands that have been in the social media game for a while. All social media platforms give you analytics that tell you a lot of specific things about user behavior. And we know by now that quite easily, people engage more with visual posts. Anything with pictures and videos gets a second look compared to those text posts. On Facebook, for instance, you can check this by going into your page insights, clicking on posts, and then checking post types. Be a good listener. Monitoring discussions using your target keywords and tags of topics on online forums is an extremely important part of understanding what your existing and potential customers want from you. This is helpful not just with your content, but also with the stuff that your competition is pushing out. See how the customer base is responding to their posts and learn whatever you can from it.